EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for I. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
The 49er 1st down.
Here we go. One, Omaha.
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Jacobs brought him down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
37-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Balaj, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Gain of 1 yard.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Everson Griffin, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
George Kittle. Touchdown.
George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for CGIML21. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Kaiser connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Cowboys nothing.
Looking to throw again on second down. Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Greg Zerline for the Cowboy field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
13 yards. And the 49er first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Balaj. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the
nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll run here with Balaj. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
49ers.
Here we go.
They run with a postseason star from a year ago. It's Raheem Mostert. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
The tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Austin. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 120. Go ahead.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier. Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
At their own 29-yard line.
Following the interception, Kaiser. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Kaiser. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Blake.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Defensively.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. yards the tally on the return there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
2-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is that they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Kaiser. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. To throw, Kaiser. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go, dude. Gonna be a long day on offense. 19 Tiger.
The give is to Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Kaiser. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and
Really?
10
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
9-yard line.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Deshaun Kaiser, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Cowboys 14, 49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
San Francisco.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
He was brought down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority 1.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Gold for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Score all tied. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Kaiser. They will find the rookie from Oklahoma, C.D. Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Makes the score.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Cowboys.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
This to Jarwin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 27 yards there. A first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. DeShone Kaiser, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, 49ers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Jordan Reed.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
1st down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Hooked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line. tonight.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cowboys, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.